I met Jacqueline in May of 2004 when we were working together at Lockheed Martin. Yep, first date was at Joe T. Garcia's. It went really well. Our first kiss was also at Joe T. Garcia's.
Chris and I were introduced to one another in May of 2004 when I was transferred into his team at Lockheed. My first impression was that he was very serious and a very hard worker, and that he had a lot of friends in Dallas. Our first date was at Joe T. Garcia's. It went really well. I was supposed to leave the following day for a business trip, and Chris kept asking me out for a second date, and I had to keep reminding him that I was going to be out of town that week. So yeah, I had to wait a little while for a second date. Childhood memory is with my little brother Wes, when he and I would go out to the field behind our grandmother's house on the Taylor side, and we would eat the honeysuckle flowers.
My funniest memory is when I was 3 or 4 years old. We lived on the back street in the neighborhood that was right on the bayou, and our neighbors across the street backed up to the bayou, and they had a lot of wrought iron patio furniture down by the bayou. Well, one of my friends and I decided we wanted to see if it would float. So we snuck into their backyard and went and proceeded to throw their table and all their wrought iron chairs into the bayou, and we found out they didn't float. But then by the time we got home, our parents already knew what we had done, and we got in a lot of trouble, but it was still pretty funny. One of my really fond memories from childhood is my brother teaching me how to break dance on our tile floor. I had this little red radio, and they would put in a cassette of Michael Jackson, and my brother taught me how to spin on my back for breakdancing.
I knew I wanted to marry Chris when I met his family and saw him with his family and realized that he was a very family-loving person, and that just let me know that I should be with him for the rest of my life.
I knew that I wanted to marry Jacqueline. We were actually on a trip in Los Angeles, and I got really sick. And then, I was on a prescription medicine, and I proceeded to go out and lay out by the pool, and then got heat stroke on top of being really sick. And Jacqueline took care of me. She really took care of me and helped me. I was having a really hard time, and then getting back on the flight and coming back. And right then and there, I knew that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her, because I knew she would take care of me as long as I'm alive.